Hello, hello, my beautiful fire signs. How are you? Welcome. This is Kathy from Divine Debut 11. We are doing your March reading for love. It's love, and we'll see what else comes through if there is anything that I need to mention. I know this is very late, and this reading is done towards the second part of March, but what can I say? Divine timing. Hello, Agape. Or brushing over my microphone. But mummy needs to work, sweetheart. It's nice to see you, but my red tablecloth is going to be full of white fur. Thank you very much for joining me here, everyone. For those of you that are not on Patreon, then I need to tell you that the March love readings have been up on Patreon since the beginning of March. Okay, we did have some technical issues this month, so that's why, I do believe in divine timing and in the time of Chronos when he permits. So let's see for fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are mainly focusing on love, and if anything else needs to be mentioned, we will do that. So let's see what's going on, dear Spirit. Thank you for your guidance. What is going on? There's practically 10 days left in the month of March. Remember, you can always watch these readings as being timeless whenever you receive the message yourself. Okay? The message is yours. Trust your intuition always, and check your sun, moon, rising, your Venus, Mars, and your North Node. Now, if you join us on Tier 1, it's the price of purchasing one extended reading from our website, or even shouting me a coffee. That's how much it costs you to join us on tier 1 on Patreon, and you get the 12 signs, all of them. So let's see what's going on. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Generally speaking, fire signs. Thank you, Spirit. What's going on in the month of March? Some of the messages may have already shown up for you. Let's see what's going on. We're taking a 5-card spread so we could take some advice, some love oracles, and because March is an eclipse month, we're using the Moonology oracle as well, and the Mystic Moon oracles. We'll see. We'll take some love messages too. So a 5-card spread in the now. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, so you may be dealing with an earth sign unless you've got earth in your chart, right? This would be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Queen of Pentacles is stability, right? She wants something long term. She's not just there for the fun. Agape, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry, darling. Where are you coming from in the past? The Hanging Man. So it's like Virgo, Pisces energy here. These may be the lunation cycles that we've had recently, which may have been affecting your area of love or anything else. I mean, Queen of Pentacles is also stability where money is concerned, right? She could also be someone who's supporting you. She is very motherly. She can be a mother. So there's been a bit of a hold-up where love is concerned, a bit of a surrender, a releasing, a letting go. Recent past, we've got the Hierophant. So is there a possibility that some of you are becoming, you're releasing a past marriage, long-term relationship? You could be dealing with a Taurus, yes. Something to do with a family, or the Hierophant can also be a spiritual connection, some sort of a contract. What's crowning you? What's on your mind? The Ace of Swords. And what is possibly in the outcome? We've got the High Priestess. Some of you, and we've got to look the High Priest and the High Priestess, and what's sitting in between them is this Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, yes, where love is concerned, are connected possibly to someone on a spiritual level. You could be the third person. You could be the third person, or there is a third person, because the High Priestess, yes, can speak to awareness, spiritual connection, but she also speaks to wisdom, in that esoteric wisdom. Some of you are also looking for clarity, could be from a tarot reader, an astrologer. So we're talking about a spiritual connection, possibly also third party. The High Priestess is usually the other woman, right? So see, we've got some fixed energies, but also a lot of mutable. With Pisces, a lot has been going on in the Pisces season, or now we've stepped into, obviously, the spring equinox. So it is Aries season, but there's still so many planets in Pisces. So a lot of things that are closing up, ending cycles, a lot of karma playing out at this time, especially having the eclipses. We've got in 3 days, we've got an eclipse, a full moon in Libra, which is all about a culmination where relationships, unequal, unbalanced relationships are concerned, but also anything to do with legalities. There is a possibility of some of you going through some sort of separation or divorce because you've connected with a spiritual connection. Some of you are becoming single, you are mothers, and what you're wanting is the truth. There's a lot of confusion and illusion where the High Priestess is concerned. This is more about a telepathic connection, but there's a lot of lack of clarity or illusion. Pisces is the illusion. It is a phenomenon which speaks to lies, deception, dreamy energies, looking at things from a more romantic, dreamy way. But the Ace of Swords, which is of course an opportunity, this is crowning your reading. It could be what's on your mind. You're wanting the air to be cleared. You're wanting to clear your life out. You're wanting to be truthful. Okay? What's at the bottom? We've got the King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Mainly Aquarius energy. Interesting. King of Swords can speak to legalities, or some of you could possibly also be leaving someone who, King of Swords, and I'm not reading reversals here. King of Swords is usually very truthful, but we've got the Hanging Man, which is Pisces. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, they could have planets in Pisces. We could be looking at the season of Aquarius coming into Pisces, and now the Aries season, which obviously very important for Aries people. King of Swords can be legalities, could be an advisor, but could also be someone that, either hasn't been truthful with you, or they haven't been open where their emotions are concerned. This could be also a person, it could be your person, that the person you are connecting with, if you're the third person, they could be going through separation and divorce. There's the Five of Swords, a lot of swords, a lot of confusion, possibly also arguments. Yes, Five of Swords, right? I don't know if some of you are also at a possible physical distance. That could be the case because we do have Six of Swords, but if that's not physical distance, then it's sort of wanting to leave the trouble, leave the conflict, and move towards more balance, harmony, and serenity. The World card, something is closing up here. The World card can speak to physical distance, right? The High Priestess, of course, speaks to, and it is a higher arcana, which is a 2, and 2 speaks to either balance, imbalances, separation, or coupling up. And of course it can speak to decisions. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is for my fire signs. Karma Dharma for my fire signs, roughly March going into April, I would say. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter. So the Wheel of Fate turns always. When the wheel is up, it's good. When the wheel turns down, we go through those necessary karmic and fated changes. Remember that the wheel is fate and timing. Let's see what your advice is. The advice for the fire signs, please, Spirit. So Sagittarius comes through very strongly. There could also be positive changes for Sagittarius generally, and more so, not only for the fire signs, but for Sagittarius. A lot of fated changes. You know, Jupiter and the wheel can also speak to possible separation and divorce, but also wisdom and truth. Observer. So your advice is look at things closer. Because we're in eclipse season, try not to be rash, not to make decisions too quickly, not to take rash and decisions that where you could fall, trip and do something that you shouldn't. There can be a lot of irritability at this time, energetically speaking. And the observer can also speak to someone that's looking for the details. You could see that it's like a fox looking up at, I don't know if it's a fox, it looks like a fox, but looking up at the moon. So possibly the eclipses, even though, it's a full moon, it's a lunation, filling out of the moon, the light will be blocked at some point. So trust your intuition. Then the full moon will be lit up to show us things that were hidden. So use your higher self, use your intuition, and also someone may be checking you out through social media and you may not know about it. There will be things that you will be, because we've got the moon here and we've got the moon here. A lot of things have been hidden that may be coming to light. I don't know why I need to say Cancer as well. Oh, well, Cancer naturally is ruled by the moon, but also Libra, because we're going to have a full moon in Libra. Obviously, if you're an Aries, very important for you, since the eclipses are, happening on the axis Aries, Libra. So there's something that, if you're an Aries, there's something that is culminating and closing up relative to your most important relationships. Let's see what's going on in love. In love, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Leo, Sag. And it's a 49. A 49 equals a 13. So Scorpio comes through as well. Scorpio could be a death process. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So there's someone that you have connected with, which could be in another relationship, that is your soulmate. And a soulmate, we know, is someone that feels, to you that you've known them forever. Someone that you possibly have known from a past lifetime as well. They could have been a brother, let's say, in a past lifetime. With soulmates, I do get the energy of friendship as well. Let's see how the moonology oracle, let's see how the moon is affecting you and your relationships. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Something is growing. When the moon is waxing, something is building. Okay? Have faith in your dreams. And we know the Hierophant also speaks to faith, right? Let's take another layer of cards and see what's going on here. What's going on for my fire signs? With the Queen of Pentacles, we know earth signs are very stable. Now in this deck we see the peacock, which does speak to spirituality, does speak to luck and abundance. as well. A little bit of pride, I get, if you are dealing with someone who has strong earth, unless this is your energy. And I mean, you could have if you're a Sagittarius, obviously you could have planets in Capricorn. If you're a Virgo, you would have planets in Leo, possibly. And if you're a Taurus, if you're a Taurus, obviously you could have planets, if you're an Aries, you could have planets in Taurus, or the other way around. Whether this is you or whether it's someone else. In the now, Queen of Pentacles speaks to stability, something slow, long-term, and queens bring knowledge. Maybe you've got the knowledge from within, so trust your intuition. What is this Queen of Pentacles? What is she about? We've got the Three of Cups, third-party situation, or that there will be some news of something that you are manifesting, more on a physical level, not so much only on a spiritual, imagined, envisioned not so much that you've envisioned, right? But more on in practical terms and in reality. Let's look at the Hanging Man. What's that about? Because this could be saying that you in the distant past, or even in the recent past where Pisces season is concerned, some of you may be closing up a major karmic cycle in your lives, and you're just releasing it to spirit. All right? There must have been a lot of confusion as well, possibly also sacrifice. Let's see what this is. Sacrifice and unconditional love. Maybe if for those of you that are letting go of a past relationship, you've sacrificed everything, the return never came. All right, so some of you are releasing possibly, unless this is someone that you've just spiritually connected with, and now there's the possibility of this relationship taking form more on a physical level. Let's see, because there are positive changes. Ten of Wands, see, that's why there's a release and an ending here. The Hierophant, please, Spirit. The Hierophant in the recent past. Some of you may also have connected with someone spiritually, but they could come from a different religion. Now, this speaks to letting go of a long-term relationship. This also speaks to someone going through an awakening and looking for advice and support through, yes, it could be a priest, yes, it could be a teacher, someone that could advise you. It feels as though someone needed to receive some advice nevertheless. I mean, the Eight of Cups is like I check out emotionally. Or it's some of you through a hard past relationship have gone through a spiritual awakening. And we see the Moon again. That's really interesting. Lots of secrets relative to someone's commitments, another marriage, another important contract. What is that Ace of Swords crowning? There's the Six of Swords, which I mentioned before. Now, there may have been some stealth, some secrecy. I mean, the Moon is showing up again here. There's so much here, my dear fire signs. These eclipses are really going to, really going to open you up where your awareness is concerned. Either that, or there's a lot that has been hidden that could possibly be revealed to you through signs and synchronicities. Remember the messages here. Some of you are at a physical distance. Three of Cups can speak to reconciliation as well for some of you that have had some sort of a breakup. Some of you have released a relationship possibly also a relationship that never really took form, was never, if this is only a spiritual connection, someone you've connected with, which could be at a physical distance. Some of you may have released the expectations. So energetically sort of opening up the door, because the more we push, it's like pushing something away, releasing the expectations and leaving it up to spirit does bring back energetically, brings back the opportunities, the opening. Why do we have the High Priestess here? Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Let's get a bit more information. And the Lovers. Oh my God. We've got Gemini. So we've got very strong mutable energies. Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. Sagittarius has come through here. So some of you are dealing with a mutable sign, unless, of course, the mutable fire sign is Sagittarius. So this could be a message for Sagittarius. But remember, Gemini comes through very strongly. And of course, the Lovers is it could be a twin flame connections. For some of you, it's a soulmate. There could also be confusion on what is this? What is this relationship? Let's look at this King of Swords. Five of Wands. So conflict with the King of Swords. This could be external, internal. This could be words spoken or words unspoken. Fear of truth. Someone going through a possible separation, divorce because of conflict within a family situation. The conflict could also be about communication, or if you're at a physical distance. But we see the Eight of Wands means change. It means movement. So we go from the 5 to the 8. Going from the 5 to the 8. Fives bring changes. The Six of Wands is missing, so there will be no ego here. It's like no ego, no pride, which brings up a little bit of humbling and a little bit of, humility in clearing the air. And even Seven of Wands, which is like sort of denial and blockage and again conflict. It's like we go from the 5 to the 8. So there could be a little bit of a helping hand where spirit is concerned. Three of Wands. We see the ship. The ship is very close. And the ship, to me, yes, because this could speak to also possible travel. We see the ship that you've been waiting on. It's right in front of you, which means that it's like your lift is here. Your lift, which means spirit is saying, okay, here are the rewards. This is what you've been hoping for, wishing for, striving for. But it's going to involve a choice, obviously, because we've got the Three of Cups. Right? We've got the Three of Wands, and we've got the Lovers, and we've got the High Priestess. For many of you, and this could say that someone is falling out of the equation. Why? Because Jupiter is here, and Jupiter is the 10. It's the end of the karmic cycle. It's the timing is now. In many decks we've seen, let's say in a certain deck, I can't remember the name now, but we see three people, one person is falling off the wheel. Because where love is concerned, 3 is a crowd, 2 is company. We see 2 people here, right? So therefore someone is choosing, and they're choosing what it is that they wish, or who it is that they wish. Let's see emotionally where you will be. Some of you could be leaving a soulmate for a twin flame. Okay, that could also play out here. So we've got a King of Swords and a Queen of Pentacles. For me, Queen of Pentacles is, even though they do say Capricorn, for me, Queen of Pentacles, because she's the minor arcana of the Empress. And Virgo is more motherly, right, is of service. Not to say that Capricorn is not, but there are differences between Capricorn and Virgo. And the King of Swords is Aquarius. If you look at the distance astrologically from Aquarius and Virgo, things need changing. I mean, there is a match there where logic and the mind is concerned, but there's also big differences. Okay, we've got a fixed air sign, Aquarius, and Virgo is mutable earth. Very different energetically. So let's see emotionally where my fire signs are in the month of March, heading into April. There is the Observer. We've got the Observer twice. Can you see that? This is incredible. Some of you may have gone through some sort of a breakup and someone is preparing to return. I don't know why I said divine timing. Divine feminine. It looks like the divine feminine has been waiting on the divine timing, which is probably roughly now at the latest, I would say, end of April. We've got a tower moment. Now it is called destruction, but a tower doesn't only and always bring destruction, right? This could be the awakening. This could be what you've been waiting on. Just closing the door because I've got my washing machine on. Sounds like we're ready to take off and fly. What is this awareness, this awakening, and this huge shift? What is this? Regrets coming from the divine masculine or whoever holds that energy. This isn't a difficult awareness. We see the divine feminine already awake and, connected. We see that. So I feel a sense of justice. I do get the energy of justice here. So Libra comes through very strongly. I get that the justice is coming to the feminine, whoever holds the yin energy, because there are regrets from the masculine. I want to take one more on the Lovers and the High Priestess. There's, oh my God, I took from another deck. Well, these things happen for a reason. I do not doubt that at all. There has been an abandonment, or someone's been dealing with abandonment issues. Look, the divine feminine in grief. Even there was an offer from a soulmate, but she's still in grief after an offer from the soulmate. Is this a past person? For whatever reason, this offer was not able to manifest. Why? Because someone felt blocked. Someone needed to be free. Someone needed to know that they are loved, that they are worthy of a connection, because we see the abandoned. It's either she's abandoned, or she could be dealing with someone that holds childhood abandonment issues, so on and so forth. But there's been a karmic past here. Look, karmic partner and soulmate. Some of you may have been in a past connection where you thought they were your soulmate, but they were in actual fact, they were a karmic partner needing to bring you certain lessons. Of course, this will not be the same for each of you. Let's take 3 Lenormand. There is an offer on the table here, and there is devotion. Remember that the High Priestess, she is Pisces, unconditional love. But maybe someone has released and used the energy of Virgo, whoever this is, because I feel the High Priestess is your energy. where you've been more discerning and more seeing things as from, from a more practical point of view. So I get that a sense of releasing, surrendering, and letting go is bringing back love. Okay? What's going on for my fire signs? We've got loyalty and the dog, which speaks to play as well. We've got very much, this would be the High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles. She's an earth or a water sign, I would say. She's very loyal. She's got choices. Now, the stairways bring opportunities, but it's also hesitation many times where decisions are concerned. What is the hesitation? Whether to divorce, or separate or travel. There's hesitation in making a decision. And, the stairway is the Queen of Pentacles. So she's looking closely. Someone's looking closely at a situation. And you will be. Look out for signs and synchronicities. I'm going to say again, it's a 44, which is an angel number. Feels like angels will be sending you, the divine and spirit will be sending you some details that will help you decide. Unless you are the fire sign and you're dealing with an earth sign needing to decide. What's at the bottom? Divine timing. The clock is Chronos. The clock has been ticking away relative to a home, a family. Look at the blockages. There could also have been physical distance where someone was stuck. They needed to close up a cycle. And this is the King of Cups. That's interesting. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But we've also got in this card, because this is Chronos, this would be Capricorn and Aquarius energies. Or just the time of Chronos, when he sees fit, the time to be the right time. All right, so let's see what the observer says. Number 49. I think it was in the upright. Yes, it was. Perspective, objective, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you've engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. Beautiful. Let's read the relationship message. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. This is exactly what I was saying earlier. Think before you react, right? And think before you make a rash decision. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take to higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself, in others, and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. Beautiful. I'm going to read the prosperity message as well, because as I said, we will look at also other things. Okay, so obviously there will be also decisions about money, about business, right? Because the message is the same. We see that there is devotion, there's loyalty, you need to trust your intuition, there's a possible wish fulfillment, okay, in the near future. We see it's been difficult. Maybe there's been change, a change of work. You're in transition. You're going to see the truth, right? There is a possibility for celebration, but also support from others here with the Three of Cups. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. There's the timing card. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. And I'm going to say that miracle unfolding could be in any area of life. And you've got the blessings of Jupiter here, okay? Of the divine. So I want to take a few messages, love messages for you, some thoughts from your person. These could be words spoken or words unspoken. Thoughts shared or not shared. Let's see if we can tune into your energies. We've got, I do apologize, but I'm married. I know I lied, but now you know. I need you. I still love you. Come to me. I will wait for you for as long as it takes. Very hard cards. Your heart is black. Your heart has been broken. Please forget me, it was a mistake. Let's elope, let's try again. I love you. I got carried away. I didn't want to hurt you. Didn't mean a thing. Surely some of you are dealing with strong air here. Waiting patiently for your return. I forgive you. Look at that. I get the goosebumps. I will ruin your life. I'm no good for you. Why did you cut me off just like that? I can't deal. You left me in the dark, stuck on you. Look, dear fire signs, I see strong communications, challenging, knives. Words can be knives, remember, but these are also negative thinking. You need to get out of the negative thoughts. You need to think before you act and react. Be careful how you act towards another person's harsh words or negative thinking, or anyone who's been bringing you down. It could be like, this could be you not feeling happy and therefore looking at things from a very dark perspective. Okay, most of the cards and the messages are saying that there is possibilities for so much good, but I think that we need to get out of negative thinking. Why? Because when we think negatively, we attract negativity. So this is a no-no. You need to let that go. Unless you're dealing with another air sign that is just always thinking negatively. Right? A love like ours will never pass. Be mine. We do have a couple of aces here that are very promising. Anything can happen around eclipses. So March, April are going to be very interesting in what actually plays out for each of us. What I do see is that there are regrets, but there's big change. There's big change, and I do feel that the changes are brought on from spirit, from the divine. Okay, choices need to be made here. And if you've been wondering if you are dealing with a twin flame, yes, you are. They're not easy relationships. Please always remember that. I am wishing you well, my beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I hope that everything works out for you. All right. I'm wishing you well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It always helps the channel. And if you're interested in the individual signs, remember to join us on Patreon. You can get the links beneath this video. Much love, much light. I will catch you soon.